Hey guys, welcome back. This is Dr. Mindbender, and we are here with part 2 of my Lego LEXCORP mock. And before we get started, as usual, thank you guys for watching the first installation in this series. And thank you guys for all the likes and all the amazing comments. You guys are absolutely awesome. This is the finished product of the second floor office. As you can see, it looks really, really good. I've covered up all of the studs on the wall and made it look much more finished. Everything looks really, really, really nice together. I do have to say, all of the desks look really good. At some point, I got to get stickers to put on the monitors so it looks like everybody's looking at everything, but really like how this has turned out. I also swapped out, let's see if I can zoom in on that for you. Sorry about that. The coffee pot piece, I did have a brown piece there, but now I have just a regular clear piece. So that makes it look a lot better. And I've added this particular figure. This guy is actually James Bond. And I just needed somebody who looked sort of corporate in here doing some little espionage stuff. And he looks like he's even got a small piece of kryptonite on his hand, but he's exchanging suitcases with this guy here, the transporter, as it were. And doing some sort of nefarious deed, as is usually the case in LEXCORP. This guy is none the wiser as he's looking at his computer, enjoying his croissant, but absolutely loving how this turned out. Very, very, very cool floor. I like the flooring technique, design, not necessarily technique, but the flooring design that we used, just getting more of those one by one slate blue jumper tiles utilized. But really, really, really love it. Like the little water fountain, the coffee, radio, very cool. So what we're going to do next is work on the third floor, which is going to be a cafeteria, and we're going to set that up. It's not going to be anywhere near as huge and extravagant as the Daily Planet one, but it'll be, it'll be serviceable for LEXCORP. Because again, these are bad guys, and bad guys don't really need to, eat good lunches. They just need to eat so they can do their horrible, nefarious, evil deeds. So, yeah, let's make a little cafeteria for them and get them something to eat. Okay, so I decided to do the cafeteria for the third floor next, simply because I had a ton of pieces at the ready, and it was just the easiest thing to expedite at the moment. So here is the first look at the third floor. I gotta move some stuff real quick. Cafeteria. It's very simple. There's a lot going on, but it's compact. It's not nearly as intricate as the gourmet galley that's in the Daily Planet, but I like it nonetheless. And all I have to do now is just install some flooring, which I have some awesome yellow tiles for. Make a nice bright flooring, and then we'll get that finished. But quick tour. We got a little pastry stand over here. I got to finish the bottom of this stand, just add a couple tiles. Let me show you to the bottom of this just to make that even. And that's going to be about right there. And coffee pot, little microwave in back, a little freezer with some, there's actually a little freezer pop in there. And little tray with some muffins and some cookies on there. These muffins are $9 each, super expensive. Speaking of which, I went to the grocery store the other day, grabbed a dozen eggs, $9. legit, $9. I'm just gonna leave that right there. End of conversation. And moving on, little recycling box. And this is a little soda fountain. I'm gonna remove this so you guys can see this. Back a little bit. There you go. And it has little spouts underneath and little levers that you can pull to get different drinks. I probably should have made that just a little bit taller so I can actually fit a cup underneath there. So I might increase that by 1 brick, you know, just to make that a little bit taller. But that is the soda fountain. This is gonna go right back in there. Little cashier's register. Of course, a LEXCORP sign. And then over here, a little fruit stand where you can get your veggies and some strawberries. There's pumpkins, there's carrots, pineapple in there. You know, Lex likes to keep his workers sort of happy. And then you've got a little burger stand. Actually, it's a city pizza place. They got pizzas. There's some hot dogs over there, some turkeys, some French fries, popcorn, all sorts of good stuff. And in the back, there is, let's see if I can get a good picture of this. There is a pizza oven. Actually, this comes out. Yeah. And there's already a little pizza inside that's just sliding in there. But of course, there is a little mouse. Ooh, sorry. Little mouse right there on top because it's Lex and, you know, evil and stuff. So there's got to be like a little mouse lurking about. Maybe he's like Ratatouille or something. But absolutely love it. Very, very simple. We're going to install, like I said, the yellow flooring, make it look nice and bright, finish this up, and we'll have a finished floor and we can move on to the 4th floor, which I don't know. I want to do something fun. So probably that will be the meeting room where all the bad guys are going to be. Little Legion of Doom away from Legion of Doom. So let's put the flooring in and finish this floor up. So really quick, guys, I wanted to just show you what I was going to be using for the yellow tiles for the floor for the 3rd floor cafeteria. And this, if you don't know, is a Mario coin box that Lego made a set of. And I got this from, again, the best place on earth, Brick Swap USA. And I got this for like $10 because it's not complete. You know, it's falling apart, kind of. The bottom is not complete. Let me see if I can, there you go. You know what I mean? But on the inside, let me see if I can do this with one hand. You know, this thing is still, excuse my hand. Ooh, oh, crap. You know, actually pretty freaking cool. It extends like that, and it's got, you know, little Koopa castle, Bowser's castle, or is that the princess's castle? No, it's a princess's castle. And little cannonball over here. I mean, it's cool and everything if you're really big into Mario, which I was when I was a kid, but, you know, not now. But this is what I'm going to be using. I'm going to strip all these tiles off, and I'm going to put these on the floor, and that's what we're going to be using to secure it. But I just wanted to show you guys what it is that I'm going to be using, and also plug the store that I get all my, you know, Lego stuff from. So there it is. Cool little Mario box. All right. The cafeteria is finished, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. It's small, but it doesn't look cramped, and it has all of the elements that I want it to have without it looking overloaded. So we got, starting in the back, a little city pizza, and they've got popcorn and fries, hot dogs, pizza. There is even a little turkey over there that you can see, and that is the pizza oven that's finished. We've got a little bakery over here on this side. with the different pies. You can see that some of them are sprinkled, some of them are custard, and some of them are vanilla. And then obviously the croissants. There's a coffee pot, little microwave, little freezer in the back. We've got that little tray of goodies over here in the corner. And then a recycling bin. I'm really loving the soda fountain, which we did extend by 2 plates. Let me show you this real quick. Let's see if I can pop this out. Here we go. So what I did do was just put 2 more plates in that. I didn't do a whole brick, but that extends it enough to fit a cup underneath. So that's pretty cool. And that's gonna slide back in there, and I can fix that later. Again, the little cash register, and then the veggie stand on this side. And I moved that carrot over to the right just a little bit, just to have it centered. But absolutely loving the way that this came out. And then what I thought about was, excuse me, the block, you know, the question mark that I used for the flooring. I'm actually going to rebuild that and then turn that into a Riddler mock, because it's basically a Riddler box that he uses, you know, all the time in his dastardly deeds throughout Gotham City. So that's going to be an up and coming mock later on. So I still have all the pieces. All I got to do is just reassemble it, and then remove the yellow tiles and put on green, and then get purple tiles for the question mark, and we'll be in business. So look for that one in the future. But I'm really, really, really pleased with how this came out. All I have to do now is just get some figures to put in here, you know, for workers, somebody for the cash register. I do have, oops, missing this little lady over here, who is another bakery worker. And she, hold on. Oop, here we go. So instead of just the guy that's over there, there's also a little bakery worker. Now these are ice cream workers, but you can't tell the difference. So we'll just get some guys for the pizza place. The stand won't be manned. You know, that'll just be, customers can just pick it up and then pay for it at the register. I'm not going to build a scale or anything. There's even a little tip jar here on the counter there, so you can give a little tip to your cashier. But I'm really liking this. This is done. Let's move on to the 4th floor, which is most likely going to be a science lab, a kryptonite science lab, because I have a couple of those already sort of furnished, and I have a ton of pieces already made up for those. So it's going to be really easy to build and super fun. So let's get to it. Okay, a couple quick updates. I was able to scrounge together some figures, and it's complete. So we've got a guy with a huge cheeseburger right here. We've got a nice lady with a cone. We've got a cashier behind LEXCORP. Somebody left $100 on the counter. This guy, this lady is walking. She's got a milkshake. We've got, let's see, who else is in here? We've got new workers at City Pizza. We've got chef guy number 1. And then chef guy number 2 is over here. He's also holding a pizza, and that mouse is eyeballing it, man. That mouse wants a piece. That mouse is gunning for that thing. This guy is double fisting some hot dogs, and he has a very, very, very ill-fated look about him. He's upset about something, but absolutely love it. It's complete. It looks really good. Ooh, LEXCORP sign has tilted. Hold on. This just like that. Swivels. Just, I'm loving it. Very simple, yet very in-depth. Very colorful. Super fun looking. Absolutely amazing. All right, let's put this one on the mock. Let's grab floor 4 and let's get started. So here we are with the 4th floor laboratory. And, again, as with everything, it's okay. It's a good start, but it just does not look refined. You know what I mean? It kind of serves the purpose as to what I was looking for, but yeah, not so much. So we're definitely going to be doing a revamp in this. I do like this little station right here. I am a fan of this. It does look very nice. It's very compact. It does look like a piece of machinery. This is a piece that I found just sitting in there. But when I saw it, I got this years ago. Let me see if I can detach this real quick for you. It just comes right off. But when I got it, I was like, this would be, it opens too, if I can do that with one hand. There we go. Hold on. There we go. So it opens like that, right? And I was like, that would be a cool containment pod for Superman, except for the fact that I couldn't get it to stand up vertically. Coupled with the fact that, there's no notches on the inside for him to stand on, it would be really difficult to put him in there and have him stay flat and motionless. But I saw it nonetheless, and I wanted to get it. And I was like, well, maybe it could be, a coolant tank or some sort of kryptonite processing system or something like that. I just didn't know. But I didn't want to get rid of it. I still don't want to get rid of it. So I'm going to try to figure out, maybe I can attach this to the wall or something and just have it be upright, sort of like that, if possible. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna give this thing a go and see what we get. But that was, that, and then it was supposed to be hooked up to this. I don't even know what this is supposed to be, to tell you the truth. I just thought it would be cool. I do like the design of this thing, but I honestly think that it's taking up more space than anything else. So we're probably going to take that out. I'll take the little smooth towels, the little printed towels off of those and repurpose those for something else. And as far as this was supposed to be a little kryptonite lab table. And I do like this. I do like this. I like the little arms that are here that articulate, they function, you know what I mean? So that you can pick a piece of kryptonite out. Obviously, the little scientist here is doing her thing, and we have another guy over here checking out this machinery. But, these translucent green are a little bit too dark. And I have this, which I was going to use as a replacement. And it's a little bit lighter. It's still translucent green, but I think it gives much more of a kryptonite-y effect rather than this. And that's really unfortunate because I do like this. And what I might do is I might keep these top pieces and use those as the base. I think the problem is, though, I only have, and that was the other thing. I only have 3 of them. I'm missing one right there. When I found them, and again, I go to Brick Swap USA in Manchester, Connecticut, and Buckland Hills Mall. And, a lot of this stuff I find in the bulk bin. So some of it is complete and some of it isn't. But let me see what I can do with that. I might be able to sort of jerry-rig something up and fill in that gap somehow. But I do want to use those pieces maybe as a base, stick that other piece on top. There is a little computer desk over here that's attached to it. And I do like that. I like this whole little setup. I like this whole little setup. And I think we're going to keep that. But we're just going to remove this. We are going to most likely remove this and this base, which will give us more room for some machinery. And then behind this thing, excuse my hand, is this little rover that's here. It's on wheels. You know, just like a little motorized, I wouldn't even know what to call it. I just thought it was cool. A little go-get-me thingy-jiggy, a machine that does little odds and ends around the lab. So, yeah. It's going to be a lot of changes. And then the floor, I'm probably going to change as well. Sorry for that. I just hit my elbow. The floor, I'm probably going to change as well. I think I want to do something a lot more sleek and stylish. Probably just a complete black floor and make it look really kind of sinister and ominous, and, you know, a complete juxtaposition from the floor that we just did in the cafeteria, which looks really, you know, bright and vibrant, and have this look really, really, really sinister. I don't know how that would look, though, if that would be just too monotone and too dark, but we're gonna change some things around. We're gonna take out some things. We're gonna add some stuff and get this lab looking really cool. One of the other elements I do like is this little security camera that's up there watching over everything, big brother. And then also these elements that are on the wall, the warning signs, those are all got to come down. All got to come down. And I'm probably going to do, not probably, I am going to do something completely different on those studs on the interior. So there's a lot of work to be done to get this thing looking ship shape the way that I want it to look. But it's got some promising elements and some things that we're going to change. So we're going to get to work on that. Thank you guys for watching. Much appreciated. Again, there will be a link to the description in the first video in the Lego LEXCORP series. Thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.